Hello everyone, I'm the Filmmaker and I love movies, and welcome back to the Filmmaker Talks, of course live on YouTube, and I'm joined today with my good friend Blu View.
Blu View.
There we go. So we've got Blu View joining us today. We'll just let the viewers come in. Here we've got Shane Harrison. Welcome, Shane.
Welcome, Shane. How are you, man?
We've got D Hollyoak. That's great. Thank you, D Hollyoak. That's great for you to be here today. Hello, Millie. So this stream is mainly just going to be a bit of a discussion. Me and Blu View will answer your questions if anyone wants to bring up a topic, and maybe halfway into the stream, I'll be making a big announcement. I've been working on a project for about a month now, and I'll be revealing the trailer exclusively to you guys tonight, and it will be public tomorrow, so you kind of get it to see early. But here we've got Nicholas. Welcome, Nicholas. Hector, welcome, and Winslow. Great to see everyone here. We've got Van James. Great to see you. Percy, welcome. So if anyone's got any questions, you just submit them now. We've got Jake here. Welcome, Jake. How are you doing? And he's put, what are both your thoughts on Nick Rogue? So I know Jake, and his favorite director is Nicholas Rogue. Have you heard of Nicholas Rogue, Blu View?
Rings a bell, but what's he made? I'll probably know the movies.
Don't Look Now, Walkabout.
No, I need to see Don't Look Now, actually. I know you like it.
Don't Look Now, yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch that, but I've not actually watched any of his films. Actually, I need to watch Don't Look Now.
He's got that's perfect. That's a perfect way to start watching your introduction to Rogue. It's his best film by far, and he's got a very
I will watch that
editing style, which is just masterful, especially in Don't Look Now. You're gonna love that.
I'll pick up the 4K of that one probably in the 230 HMV, and I'll watch it.
It's brilliant.
I've heard.
He's a very good filmmaker. I watched Walkabout the other day, his other film. I wasn't a massive fan of the film, and I do need to watch it again because it's just something I haven't seen before. Maybe, I don't know, it's just a strange film, but he's a very interesting guy. I do need to watch more of his work. Nicholas puts, I can't stay for too long today, but this will be lots of fun for sure. That's fine, Nicholas. I'm glad you could be here. We've got Cinematic Art 88. Welcome. And we've got favourite film from the year you guys were born. So I'll hand that over to Blu View.
I can't, man. 2003. So many.
That is a good year.
What's your favourite? I don't know. It's a good year. What would your favourite from 2003 be? I don't.
Well, I was born in 2004.
Yeah.
So
I don't have. I don't know. Whenever anyone asks me what's my favourite from a year, I just can't do it since there are so many good ones.
Right now,
I don't know.
On my Letterboxd list, it's The Incredibles. I mean,
The Incredibles has so much nostalgia for me. It would probably have to be The Incredibles, but it's not an easy one. Loads of other good, but The Incredibles. Growing up with it as a kid, it's like it is just. And then obviously, I love the second one as well. But probably The Incredibles. It was a good year for film though, and I would have loved to see The Incredibles in cinema as well. That'd be really
great.
Cool.
And Jake's just put some other films Nicholas Rogue has done. The Man Who Fell to Earth, Bad Timing, Eureka, and Significance. Percy put, Disney will make another Star Wars film.
Waititi is doing the next one, isn't he? Taika Waititi. So that'll be interesting. I mean, he is great. What We Do in the Shadows.
I'm really glad. I think Star Wars is in safe hands after we had the disaster that was Skywalker.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the Mandalorian with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, their passion for Star Wars is through the roof. And then we've got the new film with Taika Waititi. I think it is insane. Yeah. Obviously, we've got
the writer of 1917 and Edgar Wright's new film as well, so she should be good.
Yeah, and we've also got the new. I mean, I think there's a new trilogy about the High Republic, which should be good as well.
Apparently, Rian Johnson's trilogy is still going through. Then Kevin Feige's trilogy.
I don't think that will happen. I don't think
I'm not sure.
I mean, Rian Johnson is so. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of The Last Jedi, but I respected it. I mean, as a film, it's really good. As a Star Wars film, it's not so good. But I still liked some of the stuff in it, but I think there was too much comedy in my opinion. But I mean, if he did make a trilogy, I think it'd be better than the new trilogy we got. More, consistency anyway.
Because what Star Wars needs is consistency and a roadmap.
Yeah, definitely.
How they're going to do it. But my one fear is that they're just going to make loads of Star Wars films like Marvel films, and I don't want that to be,
Yeah, I think, like, for example, Revenge of the Sith, love it or hate it, it's very dark, and I would love to see more darks in the Star Wars film rather than Rise of Skywalker being cliche, predictable, really bad jokes. I don't really want to see that. I just want to see them go all out, dark, gritty, and I think that's what makes Revenge of the Sith.
That in Rogue One.
Yeah, we also got a glimpse of that in Solo as well. Solo was quite gritty, and obviously the Mandalorian as well. And I think the dark, gritty stuff is what we want, rather than just light side versus dark side.
Yeah,
again,
I totally agree.
Yeah, that's the problem with the trilogy. It's exactly the same as the old trilogy, but you're just replacing the Empire with the First Order.
Yeah,
I think that's the problem.
And we've got Nicholas, and he's put, are you going to see Tenet right away or wait until the pandemic kind of dies down some more before watching it? How about you, Blu View?
I think I'll probably go. I mean, as long as the cinemas have good restrictions in place, and they've got the 1 meter or 2 meter rule, whatever it is, then as long as it's safe and the government say it's fine, then I'll go. But of course, if there's another spike or something, then I won't. I think it's just important to just look at the situation,
Yeah, I agree there as well, because
but obviously I can't wait for it. I'm sure Nicholas is the same, and you. We're all huge fans of Christopher Nolan.
It just seems like a film that needs to be seen on the big screen. Even though we don't know anything about it, the 2 trailers don't give us anything. I think that's
that's what I love, really. That's what I love about those sort of trailers. It don't give anything away.
Cinematography and the good performances in the trailer, you don't actually know what it's about. The mystery of the film. But I was looking at Cineworld's actually releasing Goodfellas, The Dark Knight.
Oh, I've seen that. Shawshank as well.
Really did. I was thinking, don't tempt me, because I would love to just watch Goodfellas on the big screen.
I'm gonna go and see the Empire Strikes Back, and I think the Dark Knight trilogy as well is getting.
I definitely like to watch The Dark Knight.
Yeah, but I mean the Dark. I watched the whole trilogy. I mean, I love the trilogy, but obviously Goodfellas would be great. But I don't think I'd get in. It's an 18, isn't it? I don't think I'd get in.
That is a shame. But I was lucky enough to see Empire Strikes Back on the big screen with a live orchestra.
Oh, I really want to do that. My cousin does that a lot. Goes and see films. He went to see Dumbo, Pinocchio.
Yeah,
loads of other Disney films with a live orchestra.
The Jedi coming to live orchestra. You just check what the nearest city is for you. Go and watch.
I mean, I live in London, so I'm sure London.
Yeah, no, do it at the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah, definitely. That would be quite expensive and may sell out quickly as well.
Yeah, that would be great. It's great to see it at the Royal Albert Hall. But got a million. She's put, what was the most heartbreaking film death you've ever seen?
Ooh. Wow, that's a hard one.
There's a lot of heartbreaking film deaths.
I don't know if you've seen The Hate You Give. I don't know if you've seen that.
I've seen.
It's a film about Black Lives Matter. Well, linked to Black Lives Matter heavily. And at the start, I won't spoil it because you should all watch it. But one of the main character's friends dies as a result of police brutality, and it was very emotional, in my opinion.
Wow.
That was emotional. But who else? There's so many big character deaths. I mean, I know Iron Man. A lot of people would say him, but personally,
I know a lot of people say Iron Man. But I would.
I don't really know.
Solo from the Force Awakens. That really got.
Yeah, that's up there. Also, Luke did as well. Luke did as well.
Oh yeah,
not Kylo Ren or anything like that. I don't really
but I think the way that they handled Luke's death in Last Jedi was very nice. It wasn't like it wasn't.
I thought it was really good.
Because it wasn't him getting killed or anything. It was just very nice. Just how he just disappears into them. That was nice.
Chris Peacock. Who's this bloke?
This is
Blue. Yeah, it's a hard question though. This is Blu View.
By the way, link to Blu View's channel in the description.
But I do remember James's.
The death of Han Solo was Probably.
No, yeah, it was a big shock.
Very big.
Shock.
A big shock for me when I first watched it. It was the first time I went to a cinema and was really shocked at what I saw.
Yeah, definitely. I think being at the cinema as well, really affects how much emotion you feel.
Day, first Star Wars film you haven't seen in ages, like a new one.
Yeah. I mean, my mind's gone blank, really. I can't really think of any really...
I remember, like, sometimes someone asks me a question on the stream and I can't remember, can't really answer it, and then I end it and I'm like, oh, yeah, definitely. The answer.
I don't know if you've all seen The Thin Red Line, but there was a character death in that. I can't remember the name. I know you weren't a fan of the film, but there's a character death towards the end of the movie that really got me. I think war films always get me, but that was really impactful. The Thin Red Line is, if you've not checked it out, everyone, you need to go and watch it. I know the filmmaker wasn't a fan of it, but if you're in any way religious as well, it's a really good war film, since it really does connect war to the question of God, and I think it's so clever, and the cinematography is.
I probably should watch that again. I mean, I didn't finish it. It was just maybe not the right film at the right time for me.
Yeah, that's sometimes the case. I mean, when I first watched Saving Private Ryan, I remember
feeling so long.
Yeah. No, there are some mornings where I'm feeling really down, and I just want to watch a cringy action film.
Yeah,
like you've always some evenings I'm in the mood for a really hardcore, emotional thriller.
Yeah,
there's always different things.
We've got.
What did Vinyl Collector James ask?
He asks the most valuable Blu-ray for Blu View.
I've got Interstellar HD Zeta. It's like I think a Japanese or Chinese or an Asian company.
That's interesting.
Steelbook, and it's worth, I'd say, around 200 to 250. Yeah, that's probably my most valuable one. I mean, it's quite. I bought it for £50.
Yeah,
I got it at a bargain price, but it's worth ridiculous money.
I've just seen Shane Harrison's comment. This looks very interesting. He says, "Would you rather
that's a good
20 free Criterions of your choice or 50 non-Criterion Blu-rays?"
I'd say easily 20 free Criterions.
Same here,
because regular Blu-rays lose their value so easily.
Yeah.
Yet Criterions never go below, £10, £11. They're just a win-win. They never deteriorate in value. That's what really annoys you about them.
Are these Criterions from every Criterion? So Criterions that aren't available in the UK, or are they just UK released Criterions?
Yeah, I mean, there are so many Criterions in the US. I think Shane Harrison has the 3 colors. And Mulholland Drive as well. Those are 2 Criterions. I'm so jealous of.
Free Blu-ray player just so I could get some of those US Criterions, but it is quite a bit of money.
Yeah, no, to import them. I remember I went to the Los Angeles last summer, and I was in Barnes and Noble, and they were literally $30 each. Very, very expensive. And that's like 20.
They're in the US.
Yeah, it's like £23 for one Criterion. I'd rather buy like 5 Blu-rays, But obviously, if we've got a 2 for $25 deal at the moment, which I've taken advantage of.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and the Scorsese shorts next week as well, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I'll be definitely doing a video on that. In fact, next month, guys, I'm going to be putting up a big Blu-ray haul with all the Criterions I got during the sale. Scorsese shorts. Yeah. I was really annoyed because today I thought I was going to get my Criterions in that I bought. 4 of them already arrived.
Is that from Zavvi or is that from?
That's from HMV. It was dispatched.
HMV are usually good.
It was dispatched on Thursday, so it's almost been a week.
Yeah.
So I've actually emailed them about that. But I don't know if I should have bought more. I mean, I got 11 titles, but maybe I should have got more.
No, I mean, there are frequently Criterion. I remember when HMV had a 2 for $20 on Criterions. That was amazing. Wow. They've only ever done that once, though. I got that's my Criterion collection there. I've not got too many, but I mean, I'm a big fan of the HMV.
In fact,
premiums as well.
Bring that up, Blu View. I cannot wait until they do their 2 for £15 premium deal again.
Oh, that deal is the best. It's buy one get one free, but I always buy like minimum 6 because there's so many titles that don't have Blu-ray releases, and they're such nice additions as well.
They are, yeah. I really do like them. I like how it's kind of like exclusive to the UK.
Yeah,
in that sense.
I got this one. I remember this one. I don't know if you got this, but it was $2.49 from HMV in the bargain bin. I couldn't believe that. for a premium collection. I was amazed. Yeah,
can find any ones on there.
Yeah. But yeah, H&B now, my H&B is quite bare at the moment because you know there's so yeah.
But now restaurants are opening. If I go back to work in the July, then I'll probably go to H&B in August, because then I'm doing some
sport coaching at the moment, so I'm making a bit of money, and I'm also selling a lot of stuff like toys from when I was a kid. So I'm making quite a lot on eBay. So I'm gonna try and. I know it's my birthday next week as well, so hopefully I'll maybe get a bit of money then. So and obviously Vinyl Collector James very kindly. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Sorry.
Anyway, we'll go to D Hollyoak. He put, I was born in 2002, not the best year for. Stand out for me would be Spielberg's Minority Report and The Two Towers. I'd agree. Yeah.
Minority Report, no. Two Towers, yeah. Minority Report
is very good, but not top.
See, I don't think it was. I thought it was very strange. I thought it was a really weird film. I mean, I like it. It's like 3 out of 5.
You know when he goes to the garden and he goes to that woman?
Yeah.
I just felt like that was just loads of exposition. It was just like setting us up. It was just too talky and a bit too lazy for me. Apart from that,
and it's a really, I mean, it's very unique because Spielberg's never done a film like that.
Yeah,
I just thought it'd be more like sort of mindless Tom Cruise action, but it was quite complicated at times. I mean, I did like it, but you know, it's good. It's good. I mean, I enjoy it, and the soundtrack was good as well. Very good soundtrack.
Anyway, we've got Jake. He's put for me, the saddest ever death in a film was the death of Tracy at the end of Her Majesty's Secret Service. That did get me when I first watched Her Majesty's Secret Service. That, you know, it's a lovely ending. Well, not in the sense that it's a nice ending. It's just a good ending for the film. It kind of leaves you on the edge of your seat. It follows into the next Bond film, you know, him wanting to get revenge on Blofeld. I can see why that is your favorite Bond film, Jake. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Who was the Bond in that? I've forgotten. Was it
Diana Rigg?
No, I mean, who was the Bond? Who played Bond?
Oh, the Bond. That's George Lazenby.
George Lazenby.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite Bond is Daniel Craig, but I wasn't a fan of George Lazenby. I mean, I love Sean Connery as well. They're the top two, but Casino Royale, in my opinion, is one of my favorite movies.
Sean Connery's Bond is he's so good in it.
Yeah. Yeah, and Roger Moore was good as well.
Yeah.
And Pierce Brosnan was a bit hit and miss, but I don't know. Bond's
for some reason when I was younger, a big young Bond fan. Pierce Brosnan was my
Pierce Morgan. Pierce Morgan.
I always the two
Pierce Morgan. Pierce Brosnan. Yeah. Growing up, you kind of realise that his scripts are really bad for it. I felt quite bad from them.
I like
Goldeneye. His fault. GoldenEye is good, but he did some. He was the one with the sort of invisible car or something.
Oh, that was
I can't remember.
Die Another Day.
Was it? Yeah, that was terrible.
That is definitely a kid's film because I loved that film when I was a kid and I couldn't understand.
Yeah, I know. So did I.
Now I realise
as you grow up, you realise it was terrible movie. Yeah. What is the next question?
Anyway, we've got Alex here. Welcome, Alex Truman.
Welcome, Alex.
Millie, she's asked, one of the saddest for mine is a character in 1917. Won't say who.
I was going to say that actually. I won't say, but that was sad. That was really sad. But I kind of saw it coming though. Yeah, I knew one of them was. I knew one was going to die. Yeah. That was a good film. That was a really good film. 1917. Really
Jake,
good movie.
He says, what are your thoughts on Danny Boyle's films, Shallow Grave and both Trainspotting films? I actually haven't seen any of them. So
you should watch Trainspotting. I mean, I'm not a huge. I really didn't like Yesterday. I thought that was really bad. But I love the Trainspotting movies. I mean, I prefer the first one. Ewan McGregor is superb in them.
Yeah.
But what were his other movies? Slumdog Millionaire is really good. Is a Best Picture? Probably not, but it's still really good. I really like that.
It's a nice feel-good film, but I don't.
No, it's a nice feel-good movie. But yeah, his films are good. I just was not a fan of Yesterday. I didn't understand the hype behind it really.
I'll have to watch that again. I remember liking it, but I'll have to watch it again. But I own Shallow Grave. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like his work. It's good. The Trainspotting movies are definitely the best by a country mile. They are some of the best British cinema we've probably ever had. They are just, they're really good. Yeah.
Well, if you now you mentioned British cinema, I just want to go back to Nicholas Roeg, because he definitely, I'm right now, I'm not sure whether or not I want to say that Don't Look Now may be the best British film I've ever seen, but it may well be. Just to tie back, because
I'm not sure what my favorite British movie is. I mean, in terms of series, This Is England is by far my favorite British series. If you've not watched This Is England, you need to watch it. It's really, This Is England, and Merlin as well, and Little Britain are probably my favorite British series. But I don't have a favorite British movie. There are so many good ones, aren't there?
Yeah.
And I think recently there's not been really many British films I want to scream about.
Yeah.
But I think like back before 2000, we were putting out so many good movies, but now Hollywood's kind of taken over, and
very true.
We're really only either getting Hollywood films or smaller releases. But obviously now foreign cinema is really getting more popular, and rightly so, because it's much better than what Hollywood are putting out. Actually, it's amazing. And A24 as well. I can't leave them.
Yeah, A24 is good. I like the films that they pick up and kind of push out.
They have some great films.
Little thing here from Amani says, "Sup Lucas, have you seen the new Blu-ray MCU Infinity Saga collection?" I haven't, and I won't get any because I already own every Marvel film on Blu-ray. So
the problem with those MCU box sets is that you buy them and then they release more and more movies.
Yeah,
so it's it's a bit. I don't know. That's happened with my Bond box. I bought the Bond box when Skyfall came out. Then they released Spectre, and No Time to Die is coming. So the Bond box sets are very they're annoying because you have to buy. You get the box and you have to buy them separately, which doesn't look very nice on the shelf. So,
but how do you organise your MCU films?
MCU, I just do them in release order. They've all got the slips on them. I don't have all of them. I mean, I'm not a huge MCU fan really, but I mean, I'm more of a DC fan though. But
DC, I like DC because it's darker, more
Yeah, but I mean, the DCU has been a huge flop. But if you look at the best movies,
I just wish they wouldn't try and follow the Marvel formula, because
I mean, if you look at the Dark Knight trilogy, the Michael Keaton films, Joker, and there's been a few good.
They're all the best films.
Some of the DC films have been good. I mean, I really enjoyed Shazam. It's not the best film ever, but I enjoyed it. And also Wonder Woman is good. And Man of Steel was good in the first two acts. Then the third act was ridiculous. But
I always feel that film's a bit too long.
Yeah, Man of Steel had its problems, but it looked amazing. On that film. And I liked Henry Cavill as Superman as well. I thought he was good.
Yeah, hopefully returns.
Yeah. Let's hope. I mean, I think he is.
There's rumors.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got Walter Robinson. What are both of your all-time favorite films? Big question.
That is just, I mean, I've been trying to make a video of my top 10 favorite movies, but every time I make it, I watch a new film and then that makes the list, and it's just. But if I had to say my favorite, I can't.
I can't say my.
I'm just looking.
Just say like a collection, like a list of films. That's what I always do.
The Dark Knight trilogy as a whole, the original Star Wars trilogy, all those movies, I love them. Revenge of the Sith's up there. Whiplash, Grand Budapest Hotel, Platoon, Schindler's List, 12 Angry Men, The Apartment, The Lighthouse. That's my newest film on the list.
Yeah.
What other movies are there? Probably The Shining's up there as well.
Oh yeah, Kubrick.
The Shining, maybe Chinatown as well. The Godfather 1, 2. I love the Goodfellas, The Departed. There's so many. There's so many films I still need to see as well. But those are
it's
some
just
of my favorites.
Overwhelming. I've just got hundreds of films added to my Netflix and Prime list. It's just like where do
I know. I know. And also Seven as well. Seven. I just forgot that one. But yeah, those are some of my favorites. But I think as I watch more foreign movies, I'm trying to get into foreign cinema. I think it will be more crowded with foreign films. But as of yet, none of the foreign films I've seen have been some of my favorites. But I'm going to watch Portrait of a Lady on Fire next week, and I have a feeling that may make
that's a good one.
that list. And also some of these Criterions as well, like Dreams and Yi.
Yeah.
And yeah, some of those. But those are some of my favorite movies.
I only have one foreign film on my favorites list. That would be 8.5. I believe that was 1963.
Oh yeah, I so need to watch that. I saw it in HMV and it was like 18 quid. But I so need to watch that. I've heard non-stop good things about it, man.
Well, it's a film that demands rewatch. When I first watched it, I kind of just didn't know what I experienced. A month later, I watched it again, and I did 5-star masterpiece. You really need to
definitely
then revisit it and kind of see what Fellini was going for, what the film's actually about. But it's a very bizarre film when you first watch it.
Definitely.
But in terms of some of my favorites, again, Goodfellas, as I said, 8.5, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm saying Blade Runner 2049, but I need to watch that film again.
That's a great movie, though. That's really good.
Part 1 and Part 2. Gonna kick myself when I forget all these, but
yeah, I know. There's so many.
More.
There's so many.
Hereditary and Midsommar.
Midsommar. I loved Midsommar, but I wouldn't put it that high. But I did love it though. I'm not so big on Hereditary though. I didn't get it really.
Yeah, same with my mum actually. I showed it to her and she didn't like it.
But Midsommar was Midsommar's good. One of the best looking films I've ever seen as well. Such a good looking film. Cinematography should have got an Oscar nom, but the Oscars don't like it.
Shame that. And none of his films got any Oscar nominations.
Yeah, but that's because the Oscars don't really know what they're doing, really. I mean, what about Parasite? Is that up there for you?
Oh, yes and no. I love the film.
I don't know, man. I mean, I gave it 4 out of 5. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good, but the ending kind of threw me off, though. The ending kind of threw me off, really.
Well, yeah, because when I first watched the film, that was my only complaint: the ending, because there was a bit of voiceover, and it kind of was trying to tie everything up.
I don't know.
But now, having seen it 5 times, I can tell you that before I even make my next short film, I will watch this film because it's
a good film.
In just filmmaking, in story, in pacing. I mean, I never get bored when I watch it. When you watch it again and again, you notice so many different things. It's just crazy. It's so good.
Yeah, it is. It was really good, and it's seen in the cinema as well was. Lovely. Shame a lot of people don't want to watch foreign movies. Like I've seen a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, well, when I first
say they don't like subtitles, but
I wasn't like big on foreign films. In fact, I wouldn't even watch any. I think one of the first foreign films I watched was Roma, and I kind of slowly but surely started watching more, and now I just watch.
Roma was special. That could be up there actually. Memories of Murder is one of my favorite Bong Joon-ho movies. That is a good film. Memories of I mean, I think it's getting a Blu-ray release in the UK this year.
I believe it's getting Criterion. If it gets a UK Criterion release, I will get it up on Criterion.
Trust me, that is one of the best films. Actually, that's probably up there as Memories of Murder. That is an absolute banger of a film. Really, really good movie.
We've just got Nicholas saying Criterion is normally $40, but with the sale it's $20. So not bad for the sale.
That's kind of similar. That's probably
crazy.
$40. That's about £35. We get them for £18. God, that is ridiculous.
I mean, that's why
we get them for 18 quid. When they're new, and then there's frequently offers on them as well. That is really expensive.
In the sale, they're £12.50 in the sale.
That's about, I'd say, $16, £12.50 with the current exchange rate. So that is $40. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, if I lived in the US, my Criterion collection would look very, very bare.
Yeah, I mean, mine's pretty bare now, but I mean, eBay is my savior. eBay is just, I got like Tootsie brand new for £8. eBay is just the best when it comes to
I really should look on there because I don't tend to buy things from eBay.
Really, what you should do is just make sure that they've got good ratings, and if they have 100%, then just buy. But if they don't, then just don't. I think that's my ideology when shopping on eBay. Anyway.
Well, on the opposite end of the spectrum, we've got Millie saying, "Worst film you've ever seen?"
I say Collision Course, probably. Yeah, Ice Age, of course.
I want to say Batman and Robin is one of them.
Batman and Robin's great. Batman and Robin's great, man.
I don't know.
I love
At the moment, it's weird. Yesterday, I was walking my dog and I was just thinking, you know what? I really want to watch Batman and Robin again. I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah, it's terrible, but I mean, I really enjoy it. Mine are probably my three. They're probably all animated movies, but probably the Emoji Movie, Minions, and Ice Age Collision Course are my three. What do you say, sorry?
Grimsby Brothers is one of my least favorite. A horrible film.
Oh yeah, Grimsby Brothers was so bad. I don't understand how people find that funny. I love Borat. I love The Dictator, but Grimsby Brothers was just. It wasn't funny in any way. It was just cringy.
Mainstream audiences, because
I don't understand how you could like that. It was terrible. The Grimsby Brothers.
Wrong, just wrong.
Yeah, no, I don't know how that got past. I know like political correctness has gone through the roof, but that movie shouldn't have made it onto the big screen. But yeah, anyway. Yeah.
I've got a lot of comments here, so I'll have to catch up.
Yeah, we'll probably go quicker.
Twice a year, Barnes and Noble do a big Criterion sale, half price in US. Not bad.
I guess that's what Nicholas was saying. 40 to 20.
Blu View are going to be watching the Liverpool game later.
Yeah, at 8 o'clock, Crystal Palace. I'll be watching that after this. Right. Yes.
Eloise, you can leave it early if you want. By the way, Blu View.
No. I'll miss 20 minutes of it. I don't mind.
Eloise just saying sorry I'm late. That's fine, Eloise. Welcome. Nicholas, have either of you had KFC? I'm surprised that the restaurant is in Europe since it's very American type of restaurant.
We've got everything. We've got McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. I think we're quite similar to you in terms of fast food. I mean, we're quite a bad country in terms of health. Yeah. But yeah, I've had a KFC about 3 times. I've never got fast food really. It's just fried rubbish, isn't it? Really, I don't really get.
The only fast food I eat is McDonald's. I rarely go to KFC. Maybe once a year.
I mean, I do like the occasional piece of KFC chicken, but I mean,
it isn't like KFC's bad. It's just I don't know. I don't see why.
The chips are rubbish as well. The chips at KFC are terrible. But
I don't know. I don't even have them much.
Talking about KFC.
Someone just clicks on here for a film discussion and they're just talking about Dixon is just saying he loves the stream. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We've got D. Holyoke. He says, Die Another Day is prime example that proves 2002 wasn't a great year for film.
Yeah.
I think
you could look at it that way, but there's also good films as well.
Didn't was it Fellowship that came out then?
It was all around the 2000 mark.
The Ring. I love that film.
I love all the Lord of the Rings movies. You can't not like them, really, can you? I mean,
well, actually, my least favorite one is the last one. I think it's too long.
I've not watched them in about 5 years. I need to.
I had a little mini marathon of them a few weeks ago.
Even my favorite one so good.
Just because it's just a nice film to get into. It's no big action. It's just.
I personally really enjoy the Hobbit movies as well, but I know I'm not that big into the whole Hobbit, Lord of the Rings.
No, I'm not.
I mean, as a kid, and I still enjoy the Hobbit movies just as much as Lord of the Rings. But
yeah,
the Lord of the Rings are better movies, but I still, for nostalgia reasons, really love the Hobbit films as well. But I know they get a lot of hate. They get a lot.
I only recently, I think it might have been last year, I checked out the two trilogies of them. Yeah. Hector asks, favorite moment in a David Fincher movie?
Probably quite generic, but it would have to be. I don't want to spoil it, but towards the ending of Seven, and it includes a box.
I've not seen Seven, so
I'm not going to say anything, but that is one of the most intense pieces of cinema I've seen.
Fincher is fast becoming one of my favorite directors. After revisiting the Network, I just thought this guy is just so good.
He is. Fight Club as well, and also Mank is coming out on Netflix this year as well.
I cannot wait for Mank.
No, I was never a big Citizen Kane fan, but Gary Oldman.
I've seen Citizen Kane.
Gary Oldman.
But Gary Oldman, standing actor. I can't wait to see what he does.
He is so good, isn't he? He's spectacular.
And he's perfect casting as Commissioner Gordon. Just perfect casting.
Commissioner Gordon, Winston Churchill. He is great.
Iconic role after iconic role.
Yeah, agreed.
D Hollyoak says, I wanted to see some Kurosawa films, so I got the BFI Samurai Collection from H&B for £25.
Oh yeah, that was a great deal. Yeah, that was a really good deal. I've only seen Seven Samurai and Rashomon, I believe. I've only seen those two.
Work, but
Seven Samurai. You should start with Seven Samurai.
I'm going to watch that this Friday.
And the Dreams anthology is what I'm watching next of his. But yeah, I was hoping to
spare £5 just to spend each month. I would very recommend you get BFI Player. It's got so many.
Yeah.
You've got 8.5, La Dolce Vita.
I've got La Dolce Vita on Blu-ray. That's a good film.
So good. You've got 22 Kurosawa films are on there. Or I think almost all these films are on there. Seven Samurai, you name it, it's on there.
I want to get the Criterion channel and the BFI channel. There's so many streaming services. I mean, I've only got the main ones.
Is Criterion channel available in the UK?
I mean, you don't. I mean, I guess no, but you can just get a VPN, can't you?
Yeah. But I would recommend, and it's cheap, £5 for all these masterpiece films.
Yeah, definitely.
It's great. I've got it, and it's really good. Anyway, moving on. Hector says, do you think Hollywood productions will ever be the same after this pandemic is eventually over?
Yeah, I think.
Probably.
Do you want to answer it? Or? Yeah, I think it will be. I think in maybe a year or two, it'll be back to normal. Same as every other industry. It will take time, but
yeah,
just don't rush and take our time, and I'm sure it'll be back to normal.
I wonder what the first film about the pandemic will be. Because I'm sure there'll be
Yeah, no, I mean, I was thinking about that today, that I would love to make a film about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Since I obviously lived through it going to school.
I mean, loads of short films have already been made in lockdown.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd want to make like a real movie about, all those different aspects of how different people dealt with it here in the UK. But that would be interesting. And obviously how the government didn't maybe handle it too well. So that'd be really interesting to do. Yeah. That'd be really good. I would love. I mean, I'm sure I'll get it done before I can go into the film industry. So yeah.
Anyway, we've got D. Hollyoak saying, I, Daniel Blake and This Is England are great British films.
I, Daniel Blake, I liked. But This Is England is just. Have you seen it?
No.
You have to see it. You have to see that.
I will definitely put it on the watch list. But just go quickly through these and then we can get into the announcement, because we've almost been streaming for 40 minutes, which is crazy. So
oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah. The only DCU movies I've liked are Wonder Woman and Shazam. DCU. Wow, okay, yeah. I want to say Batman v Superman because I remember liking it, but I haven't seen it in years.
No, that film is rubbish. Batman v Superman makes no sense. I enjoyed it the first time I saw it, but as I read about it and watched it again, I just realized, how silly that movie is. I can see it why you'd like it.
Yeah. Millie asks, favorite Leonardo DiCaprio film: The Departed, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Django Unchained. He's in that film and he's outstanding.
Yeah. Mine is same. Both Scorsese movies: The Departed, The Wolf of Wall Street, The Revenant.
Good in Inception.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as well.
Oh yeah, he's great in that.
So yeah, those are probably my four. I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Thoughts on
probably the most fun I had at the cinema.
Del Toro. I've seen Pan's Labyrinth, which was fine, pretty good. I didn't get the hype for that film, and then
same. I don't love Pan.
Yeah, and then I watched Shape of Water. Not Best Picture worthy, interesting film. It's good, but yeah.
Shape of Water was, I don't know why that won Best Picture, but I mean,
it's just
wasn't he the one who did the Hellboy movies, or was that
he did both Hellboy films.
Yeah, I enjoy the Hellboy films. I don't love his work, but I think he's made some good films, definitely.
Hector says, have you seen The Fanatic? I have, and it is atrocious. It is hilarious.
I haven't. I need to see that. I've seen Gotti with Travolta. I've not seen.
I didn't finish it.
I need to see The Fanatic. It looks brilliant. It looks really good. It looks so bad it's good, that sort of thing.
Speaking of Batman and Robin, director Joel Schumacher died the other day. Yeah, I heard about that.
That was really sad. He made The Lost Boys, loads of great films. It's really sad. Really, really sad.
This one. What are your thoughts? Oh, we've already done that one. We don't have Wendy's or Popeyes, which I wish we had in the UK.
Wendy's and Popeyes. I've been to Wendy's and I hated it.
Oh.
I had like chicken nuggets there, and in the chicken there were like these little black bits, and then we took it back, and the staff worker got really annoyed with us, and that's my only experience ever there. And I've been to Popeyes in LA, and it was really nice. But again, I don't really mind. We've not.
I've never been to America, so.
Oh yeah, I've been. I mean, I love America. It's just such a cool place. I mean, I don't love everything about it, but
yeah,
I do enjoy going movie shopping there, seeing the sights, and the people are really.
We were going to go this year to Florida.
Yeah, we were going to go to Florida in October, but next year. But we think those plans are going to have to be scrapped. So
yeah,
that's not the best. That's not the best.
Winslow says, any films you think are brilliant technically but don't necessarily enjoy?
Hereditary, definitely. Hereditary.
I'm sure after the stream ends, I'll think of the answer to your question.
Yeah.
Right now, no film comes to mind. There's no recent film that I watched that I thought, oh, technically it was great, but
I think
story-wise,
maybe Alien Covenant and Prometheus. Prometheus, definitely. I didn't get that really film.
Oh, I don't know. I have to come back to you. Once we've caught up, we'll do the announcement. Lewis Lambert says, favourite Christopher Nolan film for me, it's The Dark Knight. I agree, Lewis. It's The Dark Knight.
Same here.
Yeah, we've got favourite actors/actresses. George McKay is mine. For me, Robert De Niro. Jack Lemmon is becoming one of my favourite actors.
Have you seen The Apartment?
I have, and I know that you love the film. I thought it was good, really great, but I need to watch it again because I'm becoming a Wilder fan. So I think if I watch it
again,
Jack
Lennon was phenomenal.
He's great.
George McKay was good in 1917. He was really good.
He's all right. Yeah. He's a fine actor. But definitely De Niro is my favourite. He's my all-time favourite.
I mean, now if you're looking at the old era, obviously De Niro, Pesci. But now I'd say Ryan Gosling. I love most of his work.
I like Gary Oldman as well. If we go into
Gary Oldman's great.
I really like Grace Kelly.
Actors,
she's
actresses.
Nice.
Who's my favourite actress? I really don't really. I mean,
Emma Stone's good.
I like Daisy Ridley. I do like Daisy Ridley. She's probably not one of my favourites, but I thought she was good in the new trilogy. Favourite actress? I don't know who my favourite actress is. I do like is it Anne Hathaway? Anne Hathaway, she's really good. Anne Hathaway's really good.
Eloise is saying that she recently watched the Hobbit films and she quite liked them.
Yeah, I like them as well. It's good to know I have someone who likes them.
David Fincher, I love. I'm like you and can never decide my favourite film of all time. However, Fight Club may be it.
That's a good film. Very good movie.
Also, just watched Gary Shaw's Dracula Untold and loved it. Your opinion if watched. Is that a film or a show? I know a Dracula show.
No, I think Dracula Untold is I think that's quite an old film. I've not seen it though. I'm not really into Dracula. I'm not into that Dracula stuff.
Fanatic is pretty much a first-time amateur student film, but it's somehow got a star like John Travolta involved in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's not really a star though anymore.
Why is John Travolta still picking these crazy roles?
I don't get it. I mean,
he was in
every. I know, like he's been in Pulp Fiction and Grease, and now every week I go to Sainsbury's and see a new DVD with John Travolta in it. I don't understand it.
Why? I mean, really Bruce Willis as well. Have you seen all those direct-to-DVD Bruce Willis films?
Oh yeah, I don't understand. I mean, he's been Unbreakable. That's another one of my favorite movies. Yeah, he's now in Die Hard, and now he's in these terrible police cop dramas and all these rubbish action movies. I don't get how they, I don't really understand it.
Right, guys, I'll just catch up with the last comments we got from Hector and Winslow, and then we'll go into the announcement. Hector says, I'd say Dunkirk. For me, it's technically gorgeous, but it never something I want to go back, if I'm honest. Actually, that's a good one, Hector, because Dunkirk, I did rewatch it. I think the cinematography is lovely. The sound design is great, but I didn't really feel anything watching it. I just thought, it's good, but it's not impressive. It's not a favorite. What do you think, Blu View?
I love Dunkirk personally. I think it's more up the spirit of the movie. I don't really think there's ever been a great film about Dunkirk, and I love Nolan. I'm probably quite biased, but
it's an interesting
I just
film.
loved it. And the sound design also is amazing. The sound design was really good.
Hans Zimmer was great for that.
Yep.
We've got Winslow. This one relates back to him. He says, how much did Blu View pick up that Before trilogy behind him? I got it for £40 on Zoom. Really?
Yeah, it was on offer for £40. I was amazed.
Oh,
it was so cheap. I got mine on eBay for not much. I think it was like 43, brand new. So I wasn't too bothered.
Someone tell me.
Yeah, well, I told a lot of people who I know to get it because it goes for like 65 quid new on eBay, and it's one of the best trilogies ever. Yeah, and it's a lovely box set.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Tarantino revives his career for a period of time, and this is how he repays it. And this is how he repaid him. Who?
I think it's John Travolta or Bruce Willis, I'm guessing.
Yeah. He revived his career. Yeah, I see what you mean now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty terrible.
I don't think it's anything personal to Tarantino. It's like, I don't like Tarantino with bad roles, but it's I don't know what's going on. Maybe get a new agent, Travolta. I don't know.
Maybe he just doesn't care anymore. I don't know.
Eloise just says Dracula Untold is a film that was released in 2014. I definitely recommend it. All right.
Okay,
so on to the announcement. So since you guys are always watching, many of you, have been watching for the whole 11 weeks. I've been doing this live show, you could call it. I'm going to be giving you an exclusive trailer to a project I've been working on for over a month now. I'll say no more. Hopefully this works because I don't know if you can hear it. I really do hope you can hear the audio for this. I'll just start it up now. So tell me if you can't, but if anything happens with it, if you can't hear anything, for whatever, oh God. Well, you've already seen a glimpse of what it could be. But yeah, here we are. I'm going to put it full screen, but then I think we go off. That's going to be able to see us, and I think we're muted as well. So yeah. Did you hear anything when that came on, Blu View?
Yes, I had a tiny thing.
Again, if you guys, the viewers, can't hear it, then I will make this video unlisted in the description so you can all watch it, but it will be public tomorrow, so please do go and support it there. Give it a like if you want to. But yeah, I'll start playing it now. Okay, right, action. Guys, you're saying that the sound is not working. Oh dear. So, Blu View, could you hear that?
I mean, it just started working about 5 seconds ago, but it wasn't working for the first 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Right, I'm gonna now. Right, sorry about that, guys. I've never done that before, so obviously I don't know how to do it. So right now, Blu View, if you could just read out the comments, I'm going to make that video unlisted for you all to watch, because I still want you guys to see it. If you didn't know what it was, it's a feature-length behind-the-scenes documentary on how I made Hyde. And when I say feature-length,
I think when you unmuted your thing, I think it started working. There was sound. I think it's because you muted your mic. There was no sound. I think.
If you
muted yourself. Yeah, that's
we can do it. We can do it.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking during it, but I didn't know whether to say anything.
Wait, so you could? I see now. I see.
When you unmuted yourself, there was a bit of sound.
So yeah, well, you all know it now. What it is? It's a behind-the-scenes documentary on how I made Hyde, because a massive amount of behind-the-scenes footage was recorded on that production. And I've edited it, and right now it's 1 hour and 13 minutes long.
Wow.
So you can decide to watch it. You can watch, 10 minutes of it. I don't really mind. It kind of really does accurately depict like a film set of what we were doing. So you guys can kind of see what it's like. You can relive it with me. But yeah, I'll just play it now. Again, Blu View, if it's not working, again, guys, just tell me,
Okay, right, action.
It's glitching a bit, but you'll be able to see it more fluidly.
2, 1, go.
My name is Lucas Heim. I wrote, directed, edited, and starred in the 2019 film Hyde.
Oh, we're in the same top.
There's been a tremendous amount of behind-the-scenes footage recorded in that production. I will try not to add any more interviews or anything.
Still working?
Just be all the clips filmed during that production. I'm not going to exaggerate. I'm not fabricating this. I'm not making this to be more dramatic. What I'm about to tell you now is completely true. Again, this is no exaggeration. Day 2 was pivotal. It changed everything. For the worse or for the good. You're obsolete now, baby. I said, baby, you're out of
It's final shooting thing, isn't it?
Baby, you're out of time. I said, baby, you're out of time.
So there you go. It's all working. You guys just saw it there. Yeah, it's, as I said, 1 hour and 13 minutes. Could go longer, could go slightly shorter, but it will definitely be above 1 hour. If anyone makes it to the end, thank you. You must be very interested in the production. And I'll tell you guys here as well, in the description of that video, there will be some links to some deleted scenes and Deadly Obsession, the film, because it's a sequel to Deadly Obsession. Deadly Obsession commentary with me and Jake, so commentary on that film. Just a few more things if you're interested in their unlisted videos, but that trailer will be going up tomorrow. You all just saw it the first time then. But yeah, what do we think?
It's great. It was really good.
Yeah.
Really good. It was quite loud in my earphones, but it was really, really good actually.
Yeah. So if you want any closing thoughts or anything, because it is approaching an hour that we've been doing this, and I believe Blu View needs to go and watch.
No, I'm fine. I'm not.
Sure?
I'm in no rush. No. I mean, as long as it doesn't go on for 3 hours, I'm fine, man. I'm fine.
Now we can a few more questions and then we can close it up.
No, it's fine. Like 10 minutes, I don't mind. Whatever you want to do. It's your life.
Well, if anyone else wants to ask any questions, just a few more, we can do that. Everyone's just saying it looks good.
It does,
which is great.
Vinyl Collector James says looks very fun.
Yeah, yes, that's coming out this Saturday. The actual film, you could call it, documentary. I realised that Winslow. I thought looks good.
Winslow, I love your name, by the way. Really good name.
Yeah,
really good. I'm guessing you love The Lighthouse.
I had to watch a rewatch The Lighthouse to get.
You got the first edition, didn't you? First edition.
When people ask you in 10 years, who's your favourite director working in Hollywood, I may just say Luke. Thank you, D. Hollyoak. You can if you want.
Lucas. Winslow's also a Liverpool fan as well. Good stuff, Winslow.
Ah.
You're a good person.
I'm not particularly big on football, but
yeah, fair enough. A lot of people aren't.
Popular.
A lot of people are. Yeah, it's a good sport. I do enjoy it.
How much pressure did you feel making this project? Are you talking about the documentary? Because I didn't feel any pressure. It was just stressful at points, and my computer was kind of just kept some storage because it was just so long and we had so much in there. But no pressure. I mean, I was just in lockdown and I just had so much footage and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna put it to a bit of use. I mean, if I just dragged and dropped everything we filmed, it would have been over 2 hours. I really had to cut down what we had for the project because it was just so much. I'll just put this back on. In fact, there we go. That's better. If that's what you're asking, Hector. But anything else you want to say, guys? We can go for another 5 minutes, maybe. We'll close it.
The game is at 8:15. Winslow says so. We've got a bit of extra time.
I
thought it was at 8 for some reason.
Yeah, thanks, Winslow.
All good.
Thank you. Anyone else? Any recommendations? Anything you want me to do next week? Anything at all, guys? I was going to say something. Oh yeah. At the end of these streams, I always like to tell people what my next video is coming up. So obviously tomorrow the trailer.
Yeah.
Saturday the documentary. Lovely. Crossing my fingers, Monday I get the Scorsese Shorts Criterion in time.
Yeah, that's hope.
Yeah, and then that's the whole. So we've got 3 new videos coming up. Where are we? So we've got this one. It says, what equipment do you use? Sorry, like camera rig, etc. Well, the camera that we used for filming the documentary was my old camera. That was Canon 1300D. The camera we used for the actual film was a Canon 200D. Very good camera.
Good camera, yeah.
I had a Rode mic. I don't know what type it is. The rig, I think it was only like £30-40 from Amazon. It's really good because one thing is with, handheld shots and things, your hand's on the camera. So if anyone's doing anything, you can kind of get vibrations and things. So you just buy a rig and it's fantastic. You just hold it and so you're not actually touching the camera. And you can attach it to a tripod. We attached it to our dolly because I've got a dolly with wheels. We attached that to the tripod. Then we attached the rig to the tripod. You'll see in the restaurant scene we did that. I can see you do many great things in the future. Good luck with future projects, dude. Thank you, Hector. Yes, we've got there is a new film that I'm developing. Hopefully we film it this year, but I don't know when I'll be able to release it because we want to put it through festivals and whatnot.
You're very lucky with the area you live in, with all the scenery and stuff. Obviously, I'm quite familiar with where you live. Yeah. Very nice scenery. Really lucky with that.
Really it lucky. Is because I used to live in quite a big town, and since it's so big, I can actually drive to different locations. So if we wanted to film in the forest, but everything's in one place here, and it's all
it's amazing because you've got the center where it's quite built up, but then a 10-minute walk out is just countryside. It's pretty amazing. It really is.
You're the suburbs.
Definitely.
Great. One of mine, it's actually a really good benefit when we moved that I realized. I thought, well, great.
Final collector James. But...
Yeah, thank you, James.
Thank you, final collector James, as usual. Thank you.
Blu View, what do you plan on doing in the future? Anything to do with film? So that's for Blu View.
Well, I'm in year 12 now, so I've got next year. I'm still studying A-levels and BTECs, but after that, I'm planning on going to uni or doing an apprenticeship. I'm looking at doing film and TV production at uni. So I'd love to do that, or I'd love to get an apprenticeship in LA. But I mean, that is a very small chance of that happening. But yeah, I'd love to get.
Going to.
Pardon, what do you say? What do you say, sorry?
How would you go about getting the apprenticeship in LA?
Well, my dad knows a few people there, but the chance of that happening are close to nothing. But I'm looking to do film and TV production in uni, and then obviously beyond that, would love to go and live in LA. I mean, my dream is to go and live in LA, but obviously that's a big dream, and LA's very expensive. So I have to see, but it's my dream, and every day I think it's looking more likely that I'll do film.
That's
at uni, because it's really the only thing that I really love. Film, really. I mean, film and sport are the only two things that I'm in love with, really.
I mean, filmmaking is just, and directing it's just a natural thing that I've got to do.
It's just everything, really. You've got, it's just everything that I love about life in one thing. You've got you can display lovely nature and stuff. You can be artistic, you can be creative, you can just show everything, all your emotions in, a 1-minute video. And I think that's what's so, I mean, it may sound a bit cliche, but it's just what I personally feel. It's just very special film.
There's no other job that I want, and it's just, I don't know if it's for you, Blu View, but whenever you get like an idea in your head,
definitely.
You've got to make it, especially I think it's apparent in the documentary for Hyde that the documentary isn't just us making it. There was a lot of drama in the making of the film.
I can imagine, and definitely behind other Hollywood films and foreign movies, there's always going to be drama and disagreements.
I had to push through it because I just had to make the film. There was no question about it, and I did. But you've just got to be very ambitious as well. But Blu View, do you do film studies for A-level?
No, I didn't want to do film studies because in year 11 I didn't want to narrow down my options. So I'm taking 3 subjects. I'm doing enterprise entrepreneurship, and then I'm doing hospitality, and then I'm also doing Christian theology or religious studies, A-level. So I'm doing 3 subjects that, can branch out into loads of different sort of areas. But I've also done a lot of filming at my school. So I'm trying to get experience. So, on my UCAS application, I have experience. But I was looking at doing film, but I kind of realized that, I don't want to sound rude, but a lot of the people who were doing film were using it as a sort of scapegoat, the sort of easy option. And I don't want to be surrounded by people who, don't really care about film. And I want to be, obviously in uni, everyone doing film loves film. But I think in A-level, it's just a bit of a, the easy option, whereas it's not, but a lot of people see it that way, just, just watching movies. Obviously, that's not it. It's just a bit ignorant. But I didn't want to do it at A-level, really. And I'm happy with what I'm doing anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going up to college this next academic year, and I've chosen a BTEC. It's creative media production, something like that.
Yeah, if they had that at BTECs, I do too. BTECs, they are amazing. If I had that at my school, I would have done that. But I only had the options of doing film studies A level, and I wasn't too keen.
Yeah, it's all to do with like the creatives, and in the first year you kind of do, you know, a bit of filmmaking, bit of music video, bit of posters and things. But in the second year you get to choose what you're going to do. Obviously I'll do filmmaking because that's film studies is all well and good. You know, I can appreciate any, you know, great film, and I'd love to explore the history of film.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm a hands-on filmmaker. I can watch films in my own time, which I already do. I'm what, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely. I wasn't keen on doing film studies since I can write up essays about films at home. I want to be creative and get behind the camera. Obviously, if you do film studies, I can understand.
Yeah, because I believe in film studies you can write a screenplay or make a short film, but in one you can do like there's like 9 projects or something, or loads of.
BTECs are much more hands-on. But they're hard work. But then at the end, you don't have an exam, which is really nice.
Nice little perk, I suppose. Chris S., if you can choose one movie to watch for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I mean, if I was going to watch it for the rest of my life, it has been upbeat film, and most of my films that I like are quite depressing and violent. But I mean, it's probably going to be My Neighbor Totoro. Probably is what I'd watch for the rest of my life.
The rest of my life, I mean, I don't know.
It's really hard. It's really hard. It's a good question. It's really hard though.
I never.
Maybe just Star Wars. Maybe just A New Hope or Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Goodfellas or Raiders. Raiders Lost Ark.
Something lighthearted. I couldn't do like Goodfellas or anything too violent because I just get probably go crazy with all the violence.
I just think I just love the way it shows Italian Americans and gangsters.
Oh yeah, it makes them look so cool. And same with The Irishman and you know The Godfather. It makes me want to be an Italian American.
It does. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No, yeah, definitely. After watching Goodfellas, for the rest of the next day, I was just speaking in an Italian American accent, pretending I was Joe Pesci.
You should really. I think you'll really like an 8.5. Of course, that's the Italian film. When I watched,
I'm going to watch it.
Films, I kind of got wrapped up in this Italian cinema, and now I just want to watch loads more Italian cinema films.
Yeah, I've not seen hardly any. I've seen a few Italian movies, but nothing. Not too many.
I found out about the Italian neorealistic movement. I never heard about
The Bicycle Thieves. You should watch that. The Bicycle Thieves is an Italian film.
I will be watching that soon because that is kind of like the pinnacle of the neorealistic filmmaking in the 40s, 50s, and kind of early 60s, you could say. Eloise, favorite shark-based film? Jaws.
Yeah. And then The Shallows closely behind. The Shallows is the only one that springs to mind, and everything else.
I've never seen that.
The Shallows is good, but I mean Jaws. I don't know how there's not been a really great shark film since Jaws, apart from The Shallows. They've all been so bad, like Sharknado, 47 Meters Down. They've all been really just cliche and boring.
D.R. Luke says, I hear Birmingham and Manchester have got some great uni film courses.
Really?
I went to Media City one weekend, and it's mainly, I would say, TV for Manchester.
I don't want to do TV really. I want to do film. So
well, for me,
I'm not too keen on Manchester and Birmingham. I mean, I've been to Birmingham. I've only been to the outskirts of Manchester, and I liked it. But I've been to Birmingham, and I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of Birmingham, so I probably wouldn't want to go to uni there. I mean, I'm looking at Huddersfield as the main one that I'm looking at because they've got a really good film course, and I love Huddersfield as a place. I'll look at Birmingham because they've got the HMV Vault there, so that'd be quite convenient.
Yeah, what is the HMV Vault like? What I saw
it's
that
literally
just a massive.
It's just an HMV, but it's about 10 times the size of regular HMV. It's not really anything special, but
I'd like to go there one day though.
No, I went because my brother, you know, he studies near there, so I just went to the HMV Vault and I was blown away by it. Really, it's huge, but with HMV though, they've only got a set amount of titles, so it's kind of the same things in different sections. But it's a really good shop. But obviously the prices are exactly the same, and it's all on the website. So you know you don't have to go, but it's a really nice experience going though. I thought it was really nice anyway.
Yeah. But in terms of
10% battery on my phone, by the way, so I may have to.
We'll have to wrap this up. But in terms of what I'm thinking about post colleges, you know, obviously there's the age-old argument: film school or not film school. But there is the National Film and Television School. I forgot what that is now. It's very close to London, or the NFTS for sure. I would suggest looking at there because that's really good. I mean, Roger Deakins went there.
What a legend! What an absolute legend!
Lynn Ramsey, who did We Need to Talk About Kevin and You Were Never Really Here with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah,
she did. She went to
that. Like You Were Never Really Here. That was good. That was good.
And the creators of Wallace and Gromit went there. So they've got like a good track record.
Wow, that's. I'll look at that. Yeah.
If I were to go to a film school, that would where I would go. But here we go. As a filmmaker, if you could only have 3 films in your filmography, what's one you would choose? Are you saying like films that have already been made in my filmography? If you could only have 3 films in your filmography? You have to elaborate on that one, Winslow.
Yeah.
Out of the films you've made, which one is the most personal to you? I would say Hyde would be. I think the message that I was trying to push for Hyde, whether it, you know, I don't know if I did it, you know, I didn't want to be overtly, you know, pushing at people's faces. But at the same time, I wanted it to be apparent. Just the message I could really get behind how, you know, Hyde is just the default of, you know, how people snap sometimes and they just, you know, when they get, when everything builds up and they just snap. That's Hyde's default. He's the ugly side of everyone. And I really want to explore that and how other people try and, you know, kind of wear a mask and try not to do that. And then when someone does snap, it's all a big shock when you could have seen it coming from a mile away. But my next film, Blood in the Trees, is quite personal as well. But Hyde, definitely.
I'm going to have to go in about 2 minutes because my phone's losing.
All right, no, that's fine. So
let's answer these questions quickly and then I'll have to go.
We just got DL Oak saying, does film studies, says, and I get why you're saying Blu View is defo some slacker.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I guess he's saying that there's people who don't put much effort in.
We already answered that earlier, Sam. Check out our letterboxes. Actually.
Yeah, definitely. I've got one favorite reviews.
Doom.
It was okay. It was okay. 47 meters down. The first one was decent. The second one was really bad.
I haven't seen those films. What are you looking forward to? West Side Story or Mulan?
Is that even a question? Honestly, West Side Story. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Disney remakes.
Two random films.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking forward to Mulan. I'm not going to probably even watch it. I don't know.
West Side Story, I've seen the original, didn't particularly like it. Don't know what Spielberg's going to bring, but it's a Spielberg film, so I'll be watching it.
Yeah, it's a Spielberg movie.
Yes, just films in general, like Whiplash or Pulp Fiction or Jaws.
Oh, there is personal movies. Whiplash definitely is up there.
I don't know. Just my three films in the filmography done by someone else. Goodfellas, 8.5, and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, just the regulars, really. I mean, they're probably just my favourite movies.
Yeah.
I find personally. Fruitvale Station, maybe. The Hate You Give. There's some good ones.
Yeah.
Loads of personal, and loads of the Pixar films as well. Loads of films I grew up with, like even the Karate Kid with Jackie Chan. That was a film I grew up watching, and I still love to this day. But it's not one of my favorite movies. Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there, guys, because Blu View's got to go. I've seen your question, Sam. We'll probably
have answered that. Yeah. No, basically, I think we both said that we'll just go if they're safe. I think.
Yeah, if they're safe, and if they're definitely, we'll go. Thank you all so much for watching. Look forward to the trailer coming tomorrow, and of course the documentary coming on Saturday. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.